These are the struts it takes to build a 32-footer, and we have just started putting it together. It's put together with wooden dowels, and it would take a crew of 3 men about 1 day to put this up. This first go-round of hubs and struts that you put up, you have to brace because it won't hold itself yet. By the second time we go around, the dome will have a self-supporting attitude, and we can take these temporary bracings we're putting down to the ground. As you'll notice, these are color-coded so that if you have a red strut going for a red hub, you're right. If it didn't, you're wrong. Unlike a docahedron, and a docahedron that has triangles that go in a row around it and are easily cut in half, the Docahedron doesn't have that luxury. So we have to pick a place to cut the dome. This is a 6/10 of a sphere. The diameter, the halfway mark, is about right here on this dome. So what that does is the walls after this bottom wall here actually goes in a little bit. And if you're standing inside the dome, it means it actually comes out a little bit so that you can walk around the perimeter without hitting your head, because the dome is actually slightly going away from you instead of coming in on you. So this Docahedron, we cut it in a place at 6/10 where it cuts halfway through every other hub. Here it cuts halfway through the strut. So that's the reason for the layout that we've got, because you can't just cut the Docahedron just any place. The dome gets to this level right here, you start to realize that instead of being round, the dome actually isn't round. It's just that it starts to approach round, but it actually has 20 sides to it that are straight. The lumber isn't curved, and yet it seems to approach a circular path. So that's one of the neat things about a geodesic. Another is that the struts never touch each other. So none of these struts are touching each other, and that's what a tensegrity unit means. These are all starting to take on tension. Tension between the tensile strength and the compressive strength down at the bottom. It's starting to balance out.
Well, the reason we're shooting this young lady is that is the heaviest piece of the dome that she's bringing over to her grandfather.
At this stage of construction, the dome has reached what is called its critical mass, so it no longer needs any kind of support from the outside. It's supporting itself. It's under tension enough to keep it in place, and you can see that it's pulled itself to its own level. Some of the places aren't touching on the ground because the ground isn't level, but the dome is level. So that's a good characteristic a dome has. By putting this 4-inch clamp over the strut and squeezing it together on the hub after you've got it lined up, because when you take the pin out, it'll stay in place while you drive the bullet.
This is what it will look like when it is finished.
Exactly. So it locks itself.
How long did it take you to build it?
You ain't through yet.
Well, I didn't work on it the whole time because I run my own business too. But from start to finish, 23 months.
23 months. Now that'd be like Saturdays and Sundays mostly?
Yeah.